Hello, my friends. This is Dr. Mandell, and today I'm going to share something that can truly change your health and your life, especially if you're over the age of 60. Now listen carefully. After 60, your body naturally starts losing muscle mass. This is called sarcopenia. And if you don't fight it, it leads to weakness, poor balance, frailty, and even a higher risk of falls and fractures. But here's the good news. You can reverse muscle loss naturally starting today. Most people think eggs are the best protein source. Yes, eggs are good, but they're not the only answer. There's a vegetable that has more protein per calorie than eggs, and it's sitting in your grocery store right now. That vegetable is spinach. Let me share something with you that most people never think about until it's too late. Once we cross the age of 60, something begins happening inside our bodies that changes the way we feel, the way we move, and even the way we look. It's called sarcopenia. Now don't let that word scare you. It simply means the natural loss of muscle that happens as we get older. But here's the truth. I want you to really understand. Sarcopenia is not just about losing muscle. It's about losing independence, losing energy, and losing the ability to do the simple things in life that bring us joy. Think about this for a moment. When you were younger, climbing stairs, lifting groceries, bending down to tie your shoes, or getting up from a chair felt effortless. But as muscle loss creeps in, those very same activities can start to feel challenging. And for many people, this leads to frustration, low confidence, and a gradual decline in quality of life. This is why so many seniors begin to feel weaker, less balanced, and more vulnerable to falls and injuries. It's not just aging, it's muscle loss. And here's the wake-up call. Most people don't even realize it's happening until they've lost a significant amount of strength. Now research shows that after the age of 30, we begin to lose about 3 to 5% of our muscle mass per decade if we don't take care of our bodies. But once we cross that 60-year mark, this process accelerates. And if we just accept it as normal aging, we're setting ourselves up for a future filled with more pain, more limitations, and less freedom. But my friends, I'm here to tell you something very important. Muscle loss is not an automatic sentence of aging. You are not doomed to weakness and frailty. You can fight it, you can slow it down, and you can even reverse it with the right steps. Here's what's fascinating. Your muscles are not just about strength. They are living tissue. They are your metabolic engine. They regulate blood sugar. They protect your bones and joints. And they literally act as a reservoir for amino acids, vitamins, and minerals. When you lose muscle, your entire body begins to suffer. Your metabolism slows down. Your energy drops. Your immune system weakens. And your risk of chronic conditions like diabetes and osteoporosis skyrockets. That's why protecting and rebuilding muscle is not just about looking strong, it's about staying alive and thriving. I've seen too many people fall into this cycle. They slow down, they move less, they eat less protein, and their muscles shrink even faster. They think, well, this is just aging. But no, my friends, this is preventable. The body has an amazing ability to adapt and heal at any age. I've seen men and women in their 70s, even 80s, rebuild their strength and vitality simply by making small but powerful changes in their daily routine. One of the biggest secrets is awareness. When you understand that sarcopenia is real and that it begins accelerating after 60, you suddenly realize that every meal and every bit of movement is either working for you or against you. You have a choice every single day. The choice to fuel your body with the right nutrients, the choice to challenge your muscles with simple resistance exercises, and the choice to keep moving instead of letting your body stagnate. Now here's the part that gives me so much hope. Muscle is a use it or lose it system. The more you challenge it, the more it grows. And it doesn't matter if you've been inactive for years. Science shows that even seniors who start exercising later in life can build muscle and strength comparable to much younger adults. Isn't that amazing? That means it's never too late. Whether you're 60, 70, or beyond, your body is still capable of growth, of recovery, of renewal. But here's the warning. If you ignore sarcopenia, the consequences can be devastating. Weak muscles mean weaker bones, and weak bones mean fractures, falls, and hospital visits. Many people don't realize that muscle loss is one of the biggest contributors to disability in older adults. But when you build muscle, you build armor, you build stability, you build balance, you build a body that can carry you through the years with confidence. So let me ask you this, are you going to let muscle loss take away your freedom, or are you going to fight back starting today? Because the power is in your hands. The food you eat matters. The way you move matters. And the habits you form each day will either accelerate your decline or become your shield against aging. I want you to picture yourself 5 years from now. Do you want to be stronger, more energetic, more mobile than you are today? Or do you want to feel weaker, more tired, and dependent on others? The decision you make right now will shape that future. And the first step is to acknowledge that sarcopenia is real, but it's not undefeatable. So my friends, here's my message. Don't accept weakness as a normal part of aging. You are designed to be strong, to move, to live with energy and vitality no matter your age. Every muscle fiber you build is a step closer to freedom. Every time you fuel your body with the right nutrition, you're sending a signal of healing and renewal. And every time you choose to move, whether it's lifting light weights, climbing stairs, or simply walking a little more, you are reversing the clock on sarcopenia. Let's talk about one of the most overlooked secrets when it comes to rebuilding strength and reversing muscle loss. After 60, everyone thinks protein equals meat or eggs or dairy. And yes, those foods can be valuable sources, but what most people don't realize is that nature has given us a vegetable that is packed with protein. And when you learn how to use it, it can transform your health in ways you never imagined. That vegetable is spinach. Now I know what you might be thinking, spinach? Isn't that just a salad leaf? Something you throw on a plate to make it look green and healthy. But let me tell you the truth. Spinach is one of the most powerful foods you can put into your body, and when it comes to protein per calorie, it can even outshine eggs. Think about that. For decades, we've been taught to see eggs as the gold standard of protein. But ounce for ounce, calorie for calorie, spinach delivers a punch that makes it a superfood for anyone, especially those of us over 60 who are trying to hold on to every ounce of muscle and strength. Spinach doesn't just contain protein, it's loaded with amino acids, the very building blocks your muscles are crying out for. When you eat spinach regularly, you're not just giving your body protein, you're giving it the exact materials it needs to repair, rebuild, and strengthen muscle fibers that have been breaking down over the years. And here's the beautiful part, it's plant-based. That means your body digests it cleanly, with fiber, with minerals, and without the cholesterol and saturated fats that can sometimes come with animal protein sources. But spinach's magic goes beyond protein. Inside those green leaves are nitrates, powerful natural compounds that help widen your blood vessels, improve circulation, and increase oxygen delivery to your muscles. What does that mean for you? It means more endurance, more stamina, and faster recovery. Imagine walking upstairs without feeling winded. Imagine exercising and actually recovering stronger instead of weaker. That's the power of spinach working on the inside. And let's not forget about magnesium and potassium. Two minerals spinach is loaded with. Magnesium is nature's relaxer. It helps calm the nervous system, reduces cramping, and allows your muscles to contract and relax the way they should. Potassium balances fluids, prevents stiffness, and keeps your heart rhythm steady. Together they create the perfect environment for your muscles to thrive. And all of that is in this one humble vegetable you can buy for just a few dollars. So how do you bring spinach into your life in a way that works? The answer is make it a daily staple. Throw 2 big handfuls into your morning smoothie. Blend it with banana, berries, and a little plant-based milk. You won't even taste it, but your muscles will feel the difference. Add it to an omelet, stir it into soups, or toss it into a quick stir fry with garlic and olive oil. You see, spinach is versatile. You don't have to eat it raw. You don't have to eat it plain. You can enjoy it in countless ways while feeding your body the exact nutrients it needs. And here's something else important. Spinach works synergistically with movement. That means when you combine spinach with simple strength-building activities, body weight squats, push-ups against a wall, resistance bands, or light dumbbells, your results multiply. It's like giving your body both the tools and the fuel at the same time. One without the other is incomplete, but when you combine them, you ignite a process that helps reverse muscle loss even if you're well into your 70s or 80s. Now let me ask you, how many of you have looked at protein powders, expensive supplements, or fancy diets to try and stay strong? There's nothing wrong with those if they work for you, but never underestimate the power of real whole food. Spinach is not in a bottle, it's not in a capsule, it's alive, fresh, and filled with energy from the earth. When you eat it, you're literally putting life into your body. That's something no processed product can ever fully replace. Some people worry that plant-based protein isn't as strong as animal protein, but research shows that when you eat enough of it and you mix it with other plant proteins like lentils, beans, or quinoa, you can get every single amino acid your body needs to thrive. And here's the kicker, plant protein is easier on your kidneys, better for your digestion, and cleaner for your heart. Over time, that means you don't just gain strength, you gain health, longevity, and vitality. Now picture this with me. Imagine waking up in the morning, your joints feeling looser, your muscles feeling steadier, your steps feeling lighter. Imagine being able to walk further, climb higher, and lift more than you could last year. That's not a dream, that's the reality of giving your body the nutrition it craves. Spinach may look simple, but it carries within it the power to renew your cells, strengthen your muscles, and protect your body from the ravages of aging. My friends, the message here is simple. Don't underestimate the green giants of the plant kingdom. The foods we often overlook are the very foods that can save us. You'll need to give up eggs if you love them, but don't think for a second that they're the only answer. Expand your choices. Bring spinach into your daily life and let your body show you what it can do with this powerful source of plant protein. Remember, you are not powerless against aging. You are not destined to lose strength and independence. You have tools right in front of you, foods like spinach that can help you rebuild what time tries to take away. Nourish your muscles, feed your body, and watch as your energy, strength, and confidence return. This is Dr. Mandell reminding you that health doesn't come from a pill or a magic formula. It comes from nature, from the choices you make every day, and from the belief that your best years can still be ahead of you. Stay strong, stay positive, and always remember your body is designed to heal. Peace and blessings to you. Let me share with you one of the most powerful truths about reversing muscle loss after 60. It's not just about what you eat, and it's not just about how you move. It's about the synergy between the two. When you combine the right foods like protein-rich vegetables and clean sources of nutrition with the right kind of exercise, something remarkable happens in your body. Your muscles wake up, your energy returns, your confidence rises, you start to feel alive again. Now here's what I've seen over the years. Too many people believe that aging automatically means weakness, and because of that they stop moving, they slow down, they avoid lifting things, they sit for longer periods of time, and when you stop challenging your muscles, they shrink. This is the use it or lose it principle. But the good news is the opposite is also true. The more you use your muscles, the more they grow and the stronger they become. And when you pair that with powerful foods like spinach, beans, lentils, and clean proteins, you multiply the benefits. Think of it this way. Your muscles are like bricks in a wall. The protein you eat provides the bricks. But the act of exercising, lifting, pushing, pulling, stretching, that's the mortar that locks those bricks into place. Without the mortar, the wall is weak and unstable. Without the bricks, there's nothing to build. But when you bring the two together, you create something solid, strong, and lasting. That's the synergy between diet and exercise. Now, don't get me wrong. I know the word exercise can feel intimidating for some people, especially if you haven't been active in years. You might be thinking, Dr. Mandell, I can't go to the gym. I can't lift heavy weights. I can't run like I used to. And my answer to that is, you don't need to. You don't need to punish your body or push it beyond its limits. What you need is consistent, gentle, and progressive movement that challenges your muscles just enough to trigger growth. Let me give you some simple examples. When you stand up from a chair without using your hands, you're strengthening your legs. When you push yourself away from the kitchen counter, you're working your arms and chest. When you pick up light weights or even bottles of water and curl them slowly, you're telling your biceps to grow. These small, simple movements, when done regularly, send a powerful signal to your body. We still need this muscle. Don't let it go. And here's where the synergy with food comes in. Every time you exercise, you create tiny tears in your muscle fibers. Don't worry, that's a good thing. That's how your body knows to repair and rebuild. But to do that repair work, your body needs amino acids, vitamins, and minerals. That's where foods like spinach, quinoa, chickpeas, and other clean proteins come in. They deliver the raw materials your body uses to rebuild stronger muscle fibers. Without the exercise, your body won't know to rebuild. Without the food, your body won't have the tools to rebuild. Together, they create renewal. Another beautiful benefit of combining exercise with nutrition is improved blood flow. When you move your body, your heart pumps faster, your blood circulates, and nutrients are delivered to every cell more efficiently. Now think about eating spinach, rich in nitrates that open blood vessels. You've just created the perfect storm for muscle growth, oxygen-rich blood-carrying amino acids directly to the tissue that needs it most. This is why you feel energized after a workout and a healthy meal. It's not just in your mind. It's a biological reality happening inside your body. And let me emphasize something important here. It's never too late. Even if you haven't exercised in 20 or 30 years, your muscles will respond the moment you start moving again. I've seen people in their 70s and 80s pick up resistance training for the first time and experience incredible transformations. Their balance improves, their posture straightens, their energy skyrockets, and perhaps most importantly, their confidence returns. They start to believe in themselves again because they feel their body's getting stronger with each passing week. But here's a trap many people fall into. They think they can out-eat a sedentary lifestyle. They say, I'll just eat more protein. I'll drink more shakes. I'll take supplements. And while those things might help, they can't replace movement. Your body was designed to move. Muscles were designed to be challenged. If you don't challenge them, you lose them. No amount of food can change that. Likewise, if you move your body but neglect nutrition, you're not giving your muscles what they need to grow. That's why synergy is the key. Now imagine this in your daily life. You wake up in the morning and start with a few stretches to wake up your muscles. Maybe you do 10 squats by holding onto the back of a chair. You follow that with a smoothie packed with spinach, banana, and a scoop of clean protein. Later in the day, you take a walk around the block, pumping your arms as you go, and when you get home, you enjoy a hearty bowl of lentil soup. These may seem like small things, but when you combine them day after day, they add up to a stronger, healthier, more vibrant you. This is the formula, my friends. Move your body, feed your body, do it consistently, and watch as your strength returns, your energy rises, and your spirit lifts. Because exercise is not punishment, it's a gift. It's your way of telling your body, I value you. I want you to stay strong for years to come. And food is not just fuel, it's medicine. It's the material your body uses to heal and rebuild. Put the two together and you unlock the secret to reversing muscle loss at any age. So don't wait. Don't say, I'll start tomorrow, start today. Start with one small exercise, one healthier meal. Build from there. Your future self will thank you. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about consistency. Every rep counts, every bite counts, every choice counts. This is how you build strength after 60, not with one big change, but with many small, powerful steps taken every single day. I want to share with you one of the most important lessons I've learned in my entire career. It's a lesson I repeat over and over again because it has the power to transform your life if you take it to heart. The lesson is this: food is medicine. Every single thing you put into your body has the ability to heal you or harm you. Every bite you take is a message to your cells, telling them either to grow stronger, to repair, and to fight disease, or to weaken, to inflame, and to break down. Most people see food as fuel, and yes, it does give us energy, but food is so much more than calories. Food is information. Food is chemistry. Food is medicine, and when you begin to look at your meals, not just as something to fill your stomach, but as something that either heals or harms, you will never look at your plate the same way again. Now let's talk specifically about muscle health, because after 60, muscle loss is one of the biggest threats to our independence and quality of life. The food you choose can either speed up muscle breakdown or protect you from sarcopenia, that dreaded loss of muscle mass and strength. If you live on processed foods, refined sugars, fried oils, and empty calories, your body will not have the building blocks it needs to repair itself. Those foods might give you temporary satisfaction, but in the long run, they steal your energy, weaken your muscles, and inflame your joints. But if you choose whole, nutrient-dense foods, leafy greens, legumes, nuts, seeds, lean proteins, and colorful vegetables, you're feeding your body the exact medicine it needs to stay strong, vibrant, and youthful. Think about protein for a moment. Your muscles are built from amino acids, and the only way to get those amino acids is through the food you eat. Eggs, chicken, fish, beans, lentils, spinach, quinoa. These aren't just foods, they are the raw materials your body uses to keep you standing tall and moving with confidence. Without them, your body cannot repair muscle fibers. Without them, your strength slowly slips away. But with them, you're giving your body the bricks it needs to build a solid foundation. But it's not just about protein. Food provides the minerals that keep your muscles and bones in balance, calcium and magnesium for strong bones and proper muscle contraction, potassium to prevent cramping and regulate your heartbeat, iron to carry oxygen to your cells so your muscles don't fatigue, zinc to support healing and repair. These nutrients don't come from a pill bottle nearly as effectively as they do from real whole foods grown in the ground. And let's not forget about inflammation. One of the biggest reasons people lose mobility as they age is chronic inflammation. Joints swell, muscles ache, energy drops. And so what do many people do? They reach for painkillers. They think the answer is in a bottle. But in reality, one of the greatest anti-inflammatories you have is food. Turmeric, ginger, berries, leafy greens, fatty fish rich in omega-3 cell. These are foods that cool inflammation and soothe your body from the inside out. When you eat them regularly, you're not just managing pain, you're preventing it. That's food as medicine. Here's something else that's very powerful. Food has a direct impact on your hormones. As we age, hormone levels shift. Testosterone, estrogen, growth hormone, they all decline, and this contributes to muscle loss. But certain foods can support hormone balance. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and kale help regulate estrogen. Healthy fats from avocados, nuts, and olive oil support hormone production. Adequate protein helps stimulate growth factors that tell your muscles to repair. So once again, the food you choose is influencing your biology at the deepest level. Now, I know many people ask me, Dr. Mandell, do I have to give up everything I enjoy? Do I have to eat perfectly? And my answer is always no. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. You just have to tip the scales in favor of foods that heal more often than foods that harm. If 80% of your diet is whole, natural, healing foods, then your body can handle the occasional treat. The problem is that for many people, it's the opposite. 80% of their diet is harmful foods and only 20% is healing. Flip that around and you will feel the difference in your energy, your strength, your sleep, and your mood. I want you to think about the next meal you eat. When you sit down to your plate, I want you to ask yourself, is this food feeding disease or fighting it? Is it fueling weakness or building strength? Is it speeding up aging or slowing it down? That simple shift in perspective can change your entire relationship with food, because when you see food as medicine, you stop eating mindlessly. You start eating with purpose. And that purpose is to heal, to grow, and to thrive. Remember this too, food is medicine not just for the body but also for the mind. The vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants in whole foods sharpen your memory, stabilize your mood, and protect your brain against decline. When you eat a diet rich in vegetables, fruits, legumes, and clean proteins, you're not only protecting your muscles, you're protecting your mind, your independence, and your joy of living. So my friends, I want to encourage you today, embrace food as medicine. Don't see it as restriction. Don't see it as a punishment. See it as a gift. You have the power 3 times a day to give your body healing energy. Every time you shop for groceries, every time you cook a meal, every time you sit down to eat, you are writing your own prescription. And the best part, there are no side effects, no high costs, no complicated instructions, just real food, real nourishment, and real healing. Food is not just something you consume to survive. It is your greatest ally in the fight against aging, against weakness, against disease. Use it wisely, use it lovingly, and it will reward you with strength, vitality, and years of independence. Let me speak from my heart as we come to this most important truth. After everything we've talked about, sarcopenia, nutrition, exercise, and food as medicine, there's one final piece that ties it all together. That piece is choice. The positive lifestyle choices you make each day will determine whether you keep losing strength and vitality or whether you reclaim your energy, your independence, and your joy. Here's the reality. Life after 60 is not about slowing down. It's about getting smarter. It's about making decisions today that will give you a better tomorrow. Too many people fall into the trap of thinking, I'm old, it's too late for me, nothing will change. And when they think that way, they stop trying, they stop caring, they give in to the decline. But the truth is, it's never too late to make a choice that changes your life. Every day you wake up is another opportunity to steer your health in a new direction. A positive lifestyle choice doesn't mean you overhaul everything overnight. It doesn't mean you have to become a marathon runner or live on green juice or join the gym 7 days a week. What it means is that you choose one small action, one step forward, one decision that supports your health instead of harming it. It means choosing to walk for 10 minutes instead of sitting another hour. Choosing a plate of colorful vegetables instead of fried foods. Choosing to drink water instead of soda. Choosing to stretch your body instead of collapsing on the couch. Those choices may seem small, but when you repeat them day after day, they become habits, and habits shape your destiny. Think about this. You take one small positive action every day, that's 365 actions in a year. Imagine the cumulative effect of that. You may not see massive changes in a week, but in 6 months and a year, you will be stronger, healthier, and happier. And the best part is you will have built a lifestyle that feels natural, not forced. That's the power of consistent positive choices. Let's talk about attitude for a moment, because your mindset is also a choice. When you wake up in the morning, do you focus on what hurts, what's wrong, what you can't do anymore? Or do you focus on gratitude, on what's working, on the opportunities you still have to move, to grow, to love, to live? Attitude is everything, my friends. A positive lifestyle is not just about food and exercise. It's about the thoughts you feed your mind. Negative thoughts weaken you. Positive thoughts strengthen you. When you believe you can get stronger, your body responds. When you believe healing is possible, your body opens the door to that healing. I've met people in their 70s and 80s who look and feel younger than people in their 50s. Do you know what separates them? It's not luck. It's not genetics. It's choices. They chose to keep moving. They chose to eat clean. They chose to surround themselves with positivity. They chose to see aging as an opportunity, not a burden. And because of those choices, their bodies, minds, and spirits remain vibrant. A positive lifestyle choice also means letting go of the things that no longer serve you. Maybe it's processed junk food, maybe it's smoking or excessive drinking, maybe it's sitting for hours in front of the television, or maybe it's toxic relationships that drain your energy. You have the power to release those things and replace them with healthier, life-giving alternatives. That's how you take back control of your health and your happiness. And here's something that's very close to my heart. Your lifestyle choices don't just affect you, they affect everyone around you. When you choose to live with energy and vitality, you inspire your children, your grandchildren, your friends, and your community. You become an example of what's possible. You show them that aging is not about decline, but about wisdom, strength, and resilience. And that ripple effect can change generations. Now I want to make this practical for you. Start with 3 commitments. Number one, move your body every day, even if it's just a walk, a stretch, or a few chair exercises. Number two, eat foods that heal more often than foods that harm. Lean proteins, greens, fruits, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. Number three, nurture your mind and spirit with positivity, gratitude, prayer, meditation, laughter, whatever fills you with peace. If you can commit to those three choices, you are building a foundation that will carry you through your 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. Remember this, your body is always listening to you. It responds to the way you treat it. If you feed it well, move it often, think positive thoughts, it will reward you with strength, energy, and vitality. If you neglect it, abuse it, or fill it with negativity, it will break down faster. That's not fate, that's not destiny, that's choice. And choice is something you have every single day. So I encourage you, don't wait for a health scare to wake you up. Don't wait until you've lost your independence. Start now. Make one positive lifestyle choice today, and make another tomorrow, and another the next day. Before long, you'll look back and realize you've created a whole new life for yourself. My friends, aging is not the end of the road. It's a new chapter, and how that chapter is written depends entirely on the choices you make. Choose to live with energy. Choose to live with purpose. Choose to live with love. Because when you do, every day becomes a gift. Every moment becomes precious, and your life becomes an example of what's possible when we honor the body, the mind, and the spirit.